We'll be making a vegetable frittata today. You can make it for breakfast or dinner and eat it with a side salad or potatoes. First, wash your hands. Scrub with soap. And make sure you have an apron and closed-toed shoes on. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. You'll need an 8x8 glass baking dish, a mixing bowl, a whisk, a knife, a pan, measuring cups, measuring spoons, and a wooden spoon. You'll need 4 cups of vegetables, any kind you like. I used broccoli, mushrooms, tomatoes, and spring onions. You'll need salt, 8 eggs, full fat dairy like half and half or sour cream, and a cup of cheese. We'll start by cracking our eggs into our medium bowl. You really just need a flat surface. Get those thumbs in there and discard the shell. Now whisk your eggs together. At this point, you can just turn your eggs into a big batch of scrambled eggs with a little salt and pepper, or you can keep going on the frittata recipe. Now add your 1 cup of grated cheese. This can be any kind of cheese you like. Here's our 2 tablespoons of full-fat dairy. I use sour cream, but you can use whatever you have in your fridge. Now measure out half a teaspoon of salt. If you think you might overshoot that half teaspoon, just measure it out over your cutting board and then transfer it to your bowl. Give that egg mixture a good whisk one more time, and then set it aside. You'll need a cutting board and knife for the next part. Make sure all your vegetables are washed before you cut them up. I'm using spring onions here. If you use a spring onion or an onion of any kind, or even garlic, you want to make sure the pieces are nice and small. You can put all your chopped vegetables into a bowl. Again, you'll need about 4 cups, but you don't really need to measure. I've sped up the video here. Please take your time when you're chopping vegetables. For broccoli or any other vegetables, you'll want to cut them into bite-sized pieces. Think about what you'd want to eat in a frittata. You can always go back and make them smaller. If you're using mushrooms, make sure you get all that dirt off first, and then you can chop them into thin slices. If you have a big mushroom, chop them up again. Cherry tomatoes are a little wobbly, so you can use your other hand to hold the cherry tomato still while you're cutting. Make sure you always know where the point of your knife is though, so you don't nip your finger. You can use any kind of pan for this part. Pour in your olive oil, you don't have to measure. And then dump in all your vegetables. A wooden spoon is great for this part because wooden spoons don't actually get hot like metal spoons do. Now sprinkle a couple pinches of salt onto your vegetables. This will actually draw out some of the water and help the vegetables cook a little faster. Cook your vegetables on a medium heat for about 10 minutes or until most of the water has evaporated. While your vegetables are cooking, you can grease your 8-inch by 8-inch baking dish. Just a little bit of olive oil should do it, and you can just use your hand to spread it all around. Don't forget the sides. Pour in your cooked vegetables. You should ask a grown-up for help with this part. Spread the vegetables around with your wooden spoon. Now stir up your egg mixture one more time and pour that in as well. Make sure the cheese is evenly mixed throughout the vegetables. And put the baking dish in your preheated oven. Make sure to check your frittata while it's baking. You don't want to overcook the frittata. The center should be cooked through, but not too hard. That's it. Enjoy, and don't forget to clean up.